Hi, Slime.
And after one small scoop of snow at a time had been lifted off the corpse, investigators finally got their first look at the nude adult white male who lay underneath the mound of snow. The bare skin of the man's back was frozen to the ground. His wide open mouth showed a set of straight white teeth. In his left temple, just below the line of dark hair that still covered what was left of his scalp, investigators could see a clearly defined circle where a bullet had been fired into his skull. And on the right side of the man's neck, there was a second bullet hole. There was no sign anywhere of the man's clothes, and no shell casings from the rounds that were fired. But the body was not completely stripped. On the man's left wrist was a gold watch, and on his left hand he wore a heavy gold signet ring with a small center diamond. The only other physical item left at the scene of what investigators now knew had to have been murder was a 16-inch long strip of electrical and masking tape, the same kind of tape that investigators would later find had been used to bind the man's hands and ankles. To hear the full episode and so many other strange, dark, and mysterious stories that may
Move, you stupid pig.
head on over to the Mr. World Podcast official YouTube channel and subscribe to it. Wait, don't go anywhere. If you're looking for more strange, dark, and mysterious videos, click here. Today, we have a special bonus video for you guys. It is a collection of 5
Oh, Slime, when you get on, Emerald went and got the stuff so we all have Wither plushies, and Vixity has yours.
It's going to feel like a brand new viewing experience. And just so you know, we've already done a part 1 of this type of collection of stories, the forest/camping vibes, and people love it. So this is part 2. If you want part 1, it'll be posted at the end of this video, and it's also in the description below. But before we get into today's 5 stories, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious or the story format, come to the right place because that's all we do. We upload once a week. So if that's of interest to you, please change the like button's ringtone to quiet sounds, and then hold it repeatedly when they're in church. Also, please
Wow, now you're back.
all notifications so you don't
I had to go help
Okay, let's get
hold
into
my dog. She
today's
didn't
story.
nap and fucking bite one of us while cutting his nails.
I had asked you a question, but I don't remember what my question is.
I don't know either. That was great.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
In the summer of 2013, a young woman named Katie and her
You know,
father
your mom's
decided
on.
to camping at one of their favorite campgrounds in the Sierra Nevada.
Flesh doing business.
Katie loved camping with her father because he was this totally accomplished outdoorsman, and he used to go over the sky for much of his life. And so she just always felt like she was doing great things whenever she was out in the wild with him.
At this rate, I can do the beacon with either gold or iron.
Parking lot was packed with cars. And they're like, shoot, I wish we had called ahead a couple weeks
Yeah, you
ago.
can't either or. So
Because they're probably not even available. But they went to the front desk and they were like, we're available, but it's the one that's it was the
Hi, Slime.
isolated
Slime, do you want to be a mod? Slime.
Emerald killed the weather, lots of stuff again, and then my God, again. So I gave him a full set of armor and a new. Alright, so actually, Emerald, wait, Vixie, did you give him a maxed out set? Because I've been no-lifing Minecraft and I have a spare full set. That's I gave him a full set of like maxed out. Okay, yeah, I've been no-lifing the game and I have a spare set that's max.
Slime, did you want to be a mod?
What?
Did you want to be a mod?
A mod?
Yeah, for my Twitch.
Oh, sure, why not? Hey, Jenkins, go potty. No. You already did. Okay, come on. Get off of the cat, stupid. Nuh-uh. Oh my God. Hey, inside, come on. I gotta bring one more dog out, Memo. Hey, Jenkins, inside. Stupid. Good girl. No, wait. Come here. Come here. Okay. I gotta take one dog out, and then I gotta go because I gotta go to my mama's to help her prepare for her Christmas dinner tomorrow. Yippee.
Hi, Destiny.
What's it? Oh, they made out for such cool areas for building. So far. Go, go. Go, go. A lot of areas for building. Go.
Stupid pig! Move out of my way!
Damn it.
I might.
That's the best way to solve any problem? Violence. You're not wrong. It's the only way. It does work. Oh, Sassy.
What?
I meant to respond to you earlier about that new glitch I told you about, the one with all the redstone stuff. I think
Yeah.
it's like really, really risky because if you mess it up, you can lose the stuff you're trying to do. So, that's up to you if you want to use it to dragon or you're not.
I think I can use the old dupe glitch. I just think I have to add a bunch of extra stuff to it. So I think that's what I'm gonna try.
Maybe I'll go buy it.
Because that one would be a lot more safe for attempting and trying than
That's
the
true.
one you sent me.
Treat, go home. Henry, go home.
I just wouldn't want to risk it since that's the only egg we get.
Yeah, I've just been keeping it in my inventory. That way I don't lose it or misplace it or no one steals it. And,
Oh, I did get rid of the thief.
Say what?
I did get rid of the thief, just so you know.
Oh, who was it?
It was the Mia person. So I don't know if she's doing it because I've been getting harassed and she's part of that group of people, or if it's because she tried to build over here where all of mine and Leah's stuff is. And Destiny had to tell her to move.
Oh,
And then she decided to.
I know what you're talking about.
And then she decided to move and live right where Destiny and her boyfriend are building.
Maybe I'll go fight.
So I don't know if not really sure of the motive. It could be like either of those things. But we did find all of my stuff over there, like all of my stuff that would have been made out of all my diamonds and the ink sacs. And that's just what I noticed was missing.
Violence. Would have been 3 kills. I got inside. Girl.
Stop, Silence.
Go back. Wait. Go back. Good girl, Miguel. Good girl. Oh, 7, my friends.
No, Silas. I don't think I have enough iron.
No.
Well, that only made 3 stacks and then a stack of 58. So I'm pretty sure I need more iron. Right?
What? Are you talking about blocks or talking about
Blocks.
Oh, blocks. You need 2 stacks and 36 for a full beacon.
I'm not talking about a beacon. I'm talking about in general.
Oh.
Did you want your gold back? I almost have enough diamonds, though, to make the beacon out of diamonds. I have a... Oh, I don't. I need another whole entire stack. That wouldn't take long to get, though.
honestly horribly guilty because he clearly
No,
hated his daughter,
Silas.
but didn't need his tent. And his daughter was clearly in danger, and his daughter's thinking the tent was open. This person was crouched down, reaching into my tent, grabbing my feet. Like that's just a horrifying image. And so this has been completely traumatizing for them, and they just don't talk about it anymore. We have a brand new show, a history podcast. But wait, it's not like a boring history show. This is not like, when you were in school and you had to sit through lectures about something that happened hundreds, thousands of years ago. It's not that. We're from history. But we're going to tell the true stories behind moments in history. We're going to give you stories that feel like Mr. Ball, stories with plot twists and crazy point of views. It's going to be classic quality storytelling. Yet historical is the content. Here, let me give you an example. So, if you look back and try to identify the first time true crime sort of became the thing, that the public was suddenly interested in a case that there was nothing to do with them, just as it was entertaining, that's a story about this murder, who escaped. That's kind of all that's available if you look it up. Oh, yeah, escaped murder, that's when true crime became a thing. But did you know that that case, the escaped murderer, was way more interesting because there was this crazy transatlantic road case, and there was this crazy quick killer, and the killer itself was so grisly. That story really doesn't get told much. It's just kind of
No, Bubba's.
history. And so what this podcast does is it finds cases like that and actually shows you why history is so cool and so interesting. And that's just episode 1. The history podcast is called Twist of History. It's live. So go to any platform where you get your podcasts, look up a Twist of History, or just search for Bubble Studios. You can find it that way. Follow the show and tune in each week. And if you really want to, give us a 5-star review. The show is totally free. New episodes every Wednesday. In 2015, experienced outdoorsman Tom decided to go camping in the remote part of the site. Tom a big family tent for everyone to sleep in. His daughter said, "Hey, do you have anything spare?" His wife deliberated for a minute and said, "You know what? That's fine, but you got to bring guts. That's not going to be German Shepherds. Guts, you can't sleep with you because he's going to be protection."
You know how I have a little pond by my sheep and stuff?
Yeah.
I want to make something, but I don't have the materials.
Are you saying this because you want me to get you materials? Or?
Yeah.
Like I knew, what was gonna be that?
Well, you can say no, and I can just get it eventually.
Well, like, it just depends on like what you need.
I'm looking for a picture. It's pretty much just going to be dyed terracotta and stuff.
Oh, okay, so it won't be that bad. I can get that really fast. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna be big. I hate this. I hate my brain. I'm trying to think of where I want to build my house, but there's like no good areas that has like terrain. Like, I mean, like, there's like the most like patch behind Destiny's house, but that's fucking. I don't want to do that because that's like right next to me.
I know they're doing a pretty big build. Like, they're going to build
Yeah,
a
like
whole
that's what I'm like.
town.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to like figure out where I can build it that would still look nice, but there's still some terrain like behind it, so it's not just like just the house.
Is there land on the other side of where me and Leah live?
There is like I mean I could build on top of the mountain like I could. There's a lot of flattening I would have to do and shit. I'm just trying to figure out. I hate how my brain works. I need like a perfect spot to do it.
Do you have the 3x3? What happened right here? Why does it look like someone destroyed and griefed right here?
Oh, it must have been like a misclick by Emerald or something like that with the. I'm pretty sure because it's either Emerald or Destiny that actually misclicked with the plushie. Did you do this, Emerald?
Yeah, Emerald, did you,
Yeah. Okay.
will you fix it?
Was it? I'm guessing it was. Was it by accident? Yeah.
You have a little too much fun with the Wither plushie.
If you're trying to do normal things.
I mean, I'm not upset. That could have been 10 million times worse. That's super close to my sheep. That could have been a lot worse.
Oh, I found where I'm going to build my house. That's secluded. It's like right behind your sheep areas. That's what I mean. It's like in a dip.
Wait, how close? Because I am, like, doing something really big over here.
I threw my helmet on so you can just see my dog. Just right here, this like little area.
You should be fine. I'll probably have pathways going back over here, though.
That's fine. Like, well, plus that just make me so attached to the area. Okay, now I need dirt.
So, like, Leah's area will pretty much be attached to mine, and you'll be attached to mine.
Yep.
The part that's going back that way is just going to be 16 different colors of sheep and stuff like that. So it's just going to be animals back that way.
Oh, okay. Like, I'm gonna be building like, my actual house here, so. Okay, I'll need. Do you have any dirt sitting around?
Check my chest. I've been doing some terraforming. I'm trying to find the picture.
I might just go for a mining trip and get some. Because I need dirt, stone. Mainly for terraforming. Looking at. That's really good. Because I'm not gonna hide that I'm using a tutorial for my house. It will take me way too long to actually build a base. I'm trying to do it myself. Brain don't work fast.
I don't know if I want to do a frog or an axolotl. I sent you the pictures, though.
Okay.
I kind of feel like the axolotl's a lot cuter. Which one do you think is cuter?
Definitely the axolotl.
So you'll get me the blocks for it sometime?
Yeah, like, there just has a lot of concrete.
Oh, it's I know the frog has some.
Yeah, the frog has concrete powder for like the texture.
Well, no, I know the frog has terracotta. I didn't know about the axolotl. I don't have any.
Pink concrete, black concrete, white concrete. Right, it's not much.
Is that white?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if that was white because it looked kind of pinkish in the picture.
Oh, damn, I need my sword. I don't want to leave my
If you added in really dense forest, then the access road that might have just gone down to get to the tool shed basically split right in half, straight out the house garage. Chris stepped outside to take his break. He sat down on the front steps that overlook the parking lot and the access
I'm
road.
so glad I maxed out a double.
But he was
Nice.
just kind of mindlessly sitting there, and all of a sudden he just started to feel like someone's watching. And instinctively he turned around to look back into the office.
Okay, I just need lime green, cyan, and brown. Huh?
What do you need those colors for? Or
Oh, the
something?
sheep. I have every single color except for those four. I have the cactus to do the lime green and cyan. I just am waiting until I make my cactus farm. I don't feel like doing that right now.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna start for a second. Someone sleep so it's not spawns.
I can put it in peaceful.
Please. Because I don't think we'll really need mobs right now. Now if someone needs mobs, they can fetch.
It will give me some time to actually go netherite mining.
Yeah.
Because without peaceful, the wither push becomes extremely deadly.
Not really. I do. No.
Okay, but I'm not as good as you.
I'm not that good. I just play this game. That's all I do.
What's the blaze farm under?
Farming. And yes, I do see you, late sneaky.
Is it really safe to leave all this stuff in here? I don't know, he just has like actual decent stuff in here. I'd be scared that someone would grief. How do I get out?
Well, there's not much people on, really, ever.
Silas, go and stop. Why are you running around screaming, Bubba's?
right next to the shed, turning the corner behind into the woods. His instincts were spot on. He wasn't being watched. And that's when he hit the gas and sped back to the office. Chris then tells Mike about his all of a sudden, that seems a whole lot more real. They both agree that whoever threw something at Chris is probably the same guy who's hiding in the shed with Mike. Concerned this guy might come back, he stayed the night there. No sleep. Tell the incoming park rangers what happened, but after no more reports of it. Forrest, to this day, Chris and Mike have no idea who he is or what he wanted. They both agree, whoever he was, bad news. In 2006, a 14-year-old boy named Evan lived in a farm in Illinois. This was not a typical farm with animals and crops. It was a farm with fields. Fields are a big landscaping commodity, and his family made their living clearing pine straw. As such, their main living house on the farm was situated right in the middle of 500 acres of perfect acreage of pine trees. They did not have any neighbors nearby. There was only one road that led into the property, which from the main house, they could look out and basically see the whole row of trees all the way to the beginning of the road. The main house was built on a very slight hill, which meant one side of the house was effectively built on stilts to compensate for the angle. And on that house, on the first floor, was the living room. So anyone who was in the living room looking out the window, they basically need to look down the angle and see the ground. That could be the second floor, but really from the first floor. The window was very unique. It stretched almost the entire length of the room, so almost 50 feet. And at night, you could see animals darting between the different trees because you could see down the trees. So that was pretty creepy. And then just the fact that this window was so big, you're in the living room at night, you just felt so creepy animals running around. Exposure of all the trees. People basically that winter, Evan's cousin came to stay with him on his farm, and because the main house was having 2 bedrooms, Evan and his cousin. There were 2 couches inside, one that was right underneath the 50-foot window, and then another which was on the other side of the room against the wall, not and so Evan was sleeping on the couch under the window, and his cousin was sleeping on the window. After Evan and his cousin were there, they put this big sheet up over the window. The only problem is that how you sleep in the window, the 2 planks that were exposed, but after looking around for a while, the boys finally decided now Evan was used to his dogs running around the property and barking at him, and so just animal barking was not necessarily a red flag. But the barking persisted. His cousin brought him up across the room to the opening of the windows, not covered by the sheet, at the foot of where he would sleep. Now Evan is still laying on the couch. He was not going to get up from the window, so he's looking down at his cousin, kind of looking at his face, get some sort of idea of the scene. And he notices his cousin is look at his face, he's eyes, he's trying to make sense of what he's looking at. And so Evan looks at him and says, "Hey, what's going on? What do you see?" His cousin's like, "There's all kinds of pictures in here." At this, Evan jumps off the couch and runs over, knocks out my face, basically sits in the couch, escaping out amongst the trees. He's flying behind trees. And the first thing he notices is
Was it you?
he's looking out maybe 100 meters.
Silence.
They stand from behind pine trees as if they're stepping into the space between a pine tree column and staring at him. He can't believe he's even seeing it. Because he was standing in the so he's looking and then a body falls rocks all dark figure. Did you see that? His cousin. first, one leg of this journey from Carmel to Lake Utah took about 2 hours. Part of the reason Carl really enjoyed being in these woods and being in this lake was because it just kind of felt like they were hers. Because up until late summer 2018, the
Shit.
only other people
Yeah, lava kind of just fell on me and it's just like everywhere and I don't know.
family. So it really felt very tight. So in June of that year, Bella took
So
off
just like
and almost immediately
give me time. It just like, yeah.
she doesn't care what is going on school. And so she's eager to get back to some place that she
You're
thinks
not,
is
you're
going
not
to
supposed to shut your mouth.
so
Like,
Monday morning, early and by herself. She leaves her house, she hops in her car, she drives a couple miles down the road, she pulls off onto her shoulder, she parks her car, she hops out, she turns right into the road, she walks into the woods that everybody is later and starts walking along that animal path right to the side of the stream, walks to the fence, looking for us to that right, walks to it, turns right, just completely walking along the stream. And about 30 minutes later, when she was maybe 1 or 2 miles short of the east-west running trail, she hears this bell somewhere off in the distance, way out in front of her, out towards the river. It sounds just like a chime, a single chime. And as soon as she hears it, she stops because there's never any people out there. And that bell should be coming from somewhere in the forest. And so she stops because she's not really sure if she actually heard it. Because it could have just been her mind playing tricks on her or something. And so she stops and just kind of listens for a second. And then she starts to hear this bell just continuously start ringing. Now, the ringing was not uniform. It was constant, but it was kind of sporadic, as if you were holding a bell and kind of ringing it randomly, like you might see in a sports game. And so she's thinking to herself, is there a dog that got lost somewhere up ahead and it's got a bell in its collar and that's the sound I'm hearing? But as she's sitting there listening to this kind of sporadic bell sound, she's thinking, that's way too loud to be some rinky dink bell on a pet's collar. So it's got to be something more organized. Maybe somebody he heard over and over again was the screeching sound, but nothing else. There's no splashing, there's no other activity. It's just the screeching sound. And so as Sergeant Bingham was wondering how he was going to get into this pool area and see what was going on, he looked over and saw there were two gym cleaners coming out in the center. And so Sergeant Bingham ran over to them and he asked them, hey, are you the only two that are working right now? Or is there somebody out in the pool area? The cleaners looked at Sergeant Bingham and for a minute said, no, you're the only one who's working right now. We've been listening to the screeching sound too. We don't know what it is. And then shortly after they said this to Sergeant Bingham, suddenly the noises, the screeching sounds changed. And it went from just being these guttural, high-pitched screeches to somebody yelling out a single word, help. And so the second Sergeant Bingham heard this, he grabbed his radio and called for backup. About 2 minutes later, another officer showed up. By the way, the cleaners opened up the doors to the fitness center, and Bingham and the other officer went inside. They cut through the huge gym to turn back through the doors to go into the pool area. This pool area is huge. It's actually the biggest pool in the doors and go outside. Both officers are expecting to, see this person that's calling for help. But instead, once they get out to the gym, it looks like there's absolutely no activity anywhere. There's this huge lap pool, no one's in it, the water is calm. And then next to another pool, a smaller pool, that's a water playground right in the middle of it. But that one as well is devoid of people and totally calm. So the officers are looking at each other like, where is this person that clearly wanted help a second ago, but just then eyes were again. And this time they weren't able to kind of pinpoint where it was coming from. It was coming from the third pool, kind of in the back of the pool area. Beyond these two pools and beyond some cabanas, there was this third shallow pool with two water slides going into it. And from the sound of the screeches, it sounded very much like this person must be in or near these slides. And so at this point, Sergeant Bingham became a little skeptical that whoever this was really needed help. He felt like it was more likely that, somebody had just snuck in after hours, maybe he was hiding drugs or ill, and just kind of causing a scene inside one of the slides. Or maybe it's somebody who snuck in just to play a prank, scream at the cops and act like they were in trouble when they really weren't. And so Sergeant Bingham looks at the other officer. They kind of are like, okay, let's go see what's going on. And they go over to the slides. When they got there, there's two slides. There's one slide, it's an open slides. You're sliding down it. Visible the entire time you're on the slide. There's no movement on the slide. So whoever is making the sounds, they're not on their own. On the slide, the red slide, the open slide. So if you're going down the slide,
Don't ask. I just lost all my stuff.
old officer they're thinking, okay,
And I'm not getting any of it back.
has got to be inside of this red slide. So the two officers went to the
You can just ask one of us sailors.
they looked up the slide and they didn't see anyone.
No, like there's no way to get any of it back.
So Sergeant Bingham just said, hey,
Man, I completely lost all my stuff and there's no way to get my grave.
they didn't respond. They just responded with a screeching. And so Sergeant Bingham tells the other officer, okay, stay right here.
You know the coordinates to it?
I'm going to go up, down the slide, we'll meet in the middle, we'll find this person, we'll get them out of here. So the other officer stays put. Sergeant Bingham goes to the stairs and makes his way
One
up.
of us.
Both slides, went to the top of the red slide and looked down into it, but couldn't see anyone. But again, the slide was long enough, it's possible that from both sides, looking up and looking down, your line of sight would not allow you to see the person right in the middle. And so Sergeant Bingham yelled into the slide, like, hey, I'm coming down, and my partner's coming up. We're going to find you here. Like, if you're in there, go down, get out of the slide. But again, the response they got was not words. It was just more guttural screaming and moaning.
I'm texting you it.
Sergeant Bingham gets his flashlight and just straight ahead of him, and he begins slowly making his way down the slide. And at the same time, his partner at the bottom began making his way up the slide. So as they're doing it, both officers are yelling like, hey, you're in here, come in, let's go, get out of here. Again, all they're hearing is her screaming. As the officers get closer and closer to the middle, they're expecting to see someone. And suddenly, both officers come face to face right in the middle of this red slide. And there's nobody there. It's just them. And so at this point, both officers are totally freaked out. This did not make sense. They've been listening to this person screaming out the last few minutes, and it sounded so much like they were on this slide. Like, how could they not? And so Sergeant Bingham and another officer on the slide, and they start screaming out to this person, hey, tell us where you are. But in response, they just continued to get more and more desperate sounding screeches And finally, this method really worked in this red slide, but somewhere really close by, look, there's this. There's no fruit. Did you think
That won't really help me because of where I died at.
the open top slide's been very nearly dissolved.
There isn't necessarily a place to build off of,
Now this slide was actually
so it's in the middle of a huge lava pool.
slide remains until when all the course restriction flying way up works with
Sounds concerning.
certain things to
Yeah.
stop and standing in the position across this outlet. Despite still barely squeeze falling out of it, this bigger twist. Let's see image. What was expected?
What block is this?
Just below
Why is there a purple swirl looking block right here?
Oh, the portal pads?
I don't know.
Well, that's what portal pads.
What does it do?
If there's one right below it, if you go downward, you have one that goes above it. You can, if you jump, you'll go up.
It says no portal found within 100 blocks.
Yeah, so there's no, it's just been played. There's only one made. So you need more than one.
So someone made this and placed it right where.
At some point, must have looked around him and noticed there was a sequel. Basically, straight up, basically as high as the slide was, where there were all these arms branching off of it that supported the corkscrew section of the slide. It was just holding the corkscrew. And from where Ryan was standing, he would have had the ability to see the top of this beam. And he would have seen that the top of this beam was open. It was a round beam with about an 18-inch diameter across. And to any sane person, it's very apparent that you're not supposed to go inside.
So that you died like right in a level.
Yeah.
Decided he would go inside of this.
A huge lava lake.
He climbed up to the top of it and then
A
wedged
lava lake.
into this narrow line. Ryan's very skinny guy. He's naked. He's slick with
So
sweat.
we will get your stuff back. It won't be that hard.
So into this pipe, this hollow pipe.
I can't TP back.
Lights in there, he was forcing himself down. He finally got most of his torso. And then he would have realized his hands would not be able to fit unless he put them over his head. So he put his arms over his head and just continued to wiggle himself down into this pipe. And at some point, probably around the time that his shoulders cleared the pipe, he kind of slipped pretty quickly about halfway down the pipe. Not to the ground, basically suspended right in the middle of this tiny pipe. Now, we don't know for sure if Ryan intended to get out of this pipe at some point, but once he was about halfway down the pipe with his arms up over his head, there was absolutely no way he could get himself out of it. There was just nowhere to pull or anything. He's completely wedged, barely able to breathe, and on top of that, he's in Arizona. It's one of the hottest places in the world, and on top of that, they were experiencing a heat wave, and his body was pressed all against the inside of this metal pipe conductor. And so he's basically in this really tight space, cooking alive, and there's no way to get out. And so at some point, as Ryan is likely realizing that he is completely screwed here, and he's beginning to literally cook to death, he began trying to scream out for help, but he was likely in so much pain, and also, again, under the influence of meth, that he couldn't quite yell out words. He just let out those horrible screeching sounds, and those were the noises that Sergeant Bingham heard. But then when Sergeant Bingham and his partner got into the pool area, they were able to identify roughly where Ryan was stuck. But Ryan, again, couldn't make words. He's so messed up, he's in so much pain that he just continued to scream. And because he was in that pain, it kind of created this weird echoey phenomenon where when he would scream out, his voice would come out of the pipe and almost kind of get thrown around the park. That's why
Bubba's, eat your food. Don't play with it.
figure out where he was. And at one point, it sounded like he was in that red slide, but obviously he wasn't. So finally, at some point, Sergeant Bingham walked up the blue slide. He's halfway up. He's hearing Ryan screaming. turns and looks down from his perspective where he was standing. He was looking down into that pipe. And looking up at him inside of this pipe is Ryan, arms above his head, happy-eyed, screeching, trying to escape. But unfortunately for Ryan, his rescue was a very technical thing to pull off. He was too far into the pipe to reach it to pull him out. And when they really broke it, Ryan was moving around. So somehow he was Ryan is really slowly basically so finally at the snap of they had to bring him back in and they had to pull this man to the slide and pull that out of the ground. But unfortunately, it was too late for Ryan. He passed away. And on top of that,
What's wrong?
As many of you may know, the biggest event ever to come out of Fallen Studios is Master Channel. From September 26th to October 20th, tour. I'll be visiting 15 cities across the United States, telling you 12 mysterious stories live in person. Last year we did one show, it was a sold-out show in Austin, Texas. Facebook and Twitter, telling stories, and people loved it. There was huge demand for more, so here we are. Tickets for these 15 shows and selling free, but there are still tickets available if you add this right now. All you have to do is go to tour.fallenstudios.com, find the show that's nearest to you or whichever one you're interested in, click on the link, and if there are tickets still available, you can buy them today. There might even be some VIP tickets left to give you access to this stuff if that's of interest. Also,
Are you able to teleport back now?
Why?
Because I fully secured it.
Let me empty my inventory just in case for some reason it does try to spawn me in lava.
Do you want to just teleport to me instead?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send you a TPA. Or TPA here.
Let me throw the wool out of my inventory though so I have enough space.
For the German shipping company called Hapag Group. Over the past year, he completed 2 separate 4-month-long deployments with this company, and he enjoyed the work enough that he asked for a contract extension. It was granted, and on July 11th of that year, he boarded the CM London.
Thank you.
3 months into it, one of the ships once they got there, Kurt, along with 7 people in, sitting down the engine room to begin the problem. Over the next several hours, they were able to extract the broken piston and equipment to do that.
You got everything?
Yeah.
It's so hot in the engine room. What they're moving around is so heavy, cumbersome, and all bickering with each other. And at some point, Kurt called out the foreman for being lazy. The foreman did not like that. He was very popular amongst this group. So by the end of getting the piston back in, everybody in there was totally resenting Kurt. But ultimately, they got it done, and Kurt got everybody loose except for the foreman. He told him he needed to stay back and ensure all the pistons were properly installed. To do that, they would need to go inside of something like it sits right next to the engine. Each hatch on either end had 3 latches on the outside called dogs. And so Kurt undid the 3 dogs on his hatch and opened it up. He crawled inside of the tube with his flashlight and began crawling. And on his left side were these square cutouts, these windows called scavenger doors that looked into each of the engine cylinders. So Kurt crawled along, counting the different cylinders until he got to the 6th one before they were finished. Meanwhile, the foreman went around to the aft hatch and did that. And then was able to bring the pistons into position safely so Kurt could inspect them while gathering. The procedure on the ship was if you were inspecting one cylinder, the expectation was that you would inspect all of them. The process took about an hour, and Kurt was able to do it entirely. day hungry. And so after he was certain the new piston was working just fine, he kind of rushed his checks on the other cylinders. And after only about 20 minutes, he told the foreman that, yeah, we're good. So he and the foreman got out there, dogged and he had been told he had to leave port no later than 9:30 that night because a huge tanker was coming in and there'd be no space for them. But at 8 p.m., as everyone was running around the ship, somebody noticed Kurt was not at his workstation. The chief engineer called down to the engine room to ask anyone down there if they had seen Kurt, but nobody had. So a sailor was sent down to Kurt's cabin to see if he was in there, but he wasn't. At this point, because they only had about an hour until they were departing, they had to find Kurt. And they sounded the alarm on the ship, which was a little bit premature, but they figured, let's get everybody involved and just find Kurt. And so everybody stopped what they were doing and began searching the ship. During the search, a sailor was down near the scavenger in a recovery space, and he noticed on the forward hatch there was a little piece of rag poking out of the top right corner of the forward hatch, and the lower two dogs were set. He knew they were having issues getting a good seal on this particular hatch, because there was a divot over it. And so he figured someone must have put a rag right over that divot to try to help seal the hatch, and they just forgot to shut the two lower dogs. Now, it did cross the sailor's mind that Kurt could have gotten inside of the scavenger air recovery space and somehow got lost inside. And so he did want to investigate. However, there was a very strict policy about who was allowed to actually open up the scavenger air recovery hatches. And it wasn't the sailor. It was only the foreman, the chief engineer, and Kurt. And so this sailor decided to play it safe and just close the lower two dogs and then told his superior that there was this weird rag poking out of the forward hatch and that someone should go down there and open it up and see if Kurt's inside. And so his superior went and told the chief engineer. And so as the chief engineer is making his way down to check on this strange rag situation, the foreman, completely independently, had gone around to the back of the scavenger unit to the aft hatch, so not the one with the rag poking out of it. And he unlocked the three dogs, opened the hatch, he looked inside and shined his light, didn't see anyone, shut the hatch, locked all three dogs, and then began to walk away right as the chief engineer came down and saw him. And he saw him securing the scavenger air unit. And he said, hey, I was just coming down here to check to make sure Kurt wasn't in there. And you just checked, right? He's not in there? And the foreman said, yeah, no one's in there. It's all good. And so the two of them, the foreman and the chief engineer, did not check on the rag. They just left. The search for Kurt continued on the ship, but they did not find him. And so as he sent someone to look around. So a search on land began, but they couldn't find him. And so finally, big container ship that was supposed to come in and take their place was just waiting right out in the water for them to leave. So the captain did his best to linger for another 10, 15 minutes, but finally they were forced to leave, even though they had no idea their purpose. So they fired up the engine and they left. The general consensus on the ship was that Kurt must have fallen overboard and drowned. Or maybe he ran ashore and ran off, but it was very unlikely. And so an investigation was launched, but it would probably be a while before anybody found out what happened. Finally, 2 days later, they arrived in port in Northern Virginia. They powered off the engine, got the ship ready to put into harbor mode, and basically they opened up all the hatches and let them sit there for a while. And during that process, the foreman went down to the scavenger and recovery space, and he opened up the whole hatch down there. Although no one has all the details of what happened to Kurt, the leading theory is 2 days earlier, when he had done that abbreviated check of the engine cylinders, when he had basically cut it short with the foreman because he just didn't want to do it, he'd gotten back up to his room and started to think to himself that if anything goes wrong with any of those pistons, that I'm going to be to blame because the foreman was with me and I called the foreman days earlier. He doesn't like me, so he's bound to turn me. So Kurt decided he would go back down and do a more thorough check. But he didn't want anybody to know he was second guessing himself, and so he was going to do this alone. Even though it was a huge no-no to go inside of the scavenger air unit by yourself. Because if you manage to get stuck in there by yourself, horrible things are going to happen to you, and there's nothing you can do to stop. But Kurt was confident, so he headed down, he undogged the forward hatch, he swung it inside, he climbed in with his flashlight, and then somehow, once he got inside, he managed to fall backwards and hit the hatch door so hard that it swung shut, slammed, causing the upper dog to swim locking inside. He knew that nobody knew he was in there. He had made sure that nobody knew he was in there. He screamed for help, but nobody could hear him. The ship was so loud as it was, and being inside of this no sounds getting out of it. He was looking around thinking what he should do, and he looks back on the seal right behind him. He sees the very top crack of a tiny sliver of light, because even though one dog had steel from him, the because the other two had left, there was a little gap in the seal. And so he thought if he could just wedge his dirty rag into that little space and push it out to the other side, someone will see it, will clearly recognize there is a foreign object hanging off of the lower hatch, and they'll have to open it up and they'll find it. And so once he wedged his rag up and through, he was confident he would slouch down against the back of the hatch and extend there. A little while later, heard the sound of somebody not opening the hatch behind him, he thought they were, but instead locking the two dogs so they can door the open. He must have got up and turned around and screamed to them as again they could hear him. Then, 4 minutes later, other side of the street, 1,500 feet away, the aft hatch opened up briefly. Somebody shined their light in. It didn't hear him. He tried to yell for them. They didn't hear him. He saw them. Heard the sound of them walking home through the dark. At this point, you got to figure that Kurt's fear is at a primal level. He knows at any moment, if somebody doesn't get out of here, this is going to become a death trap. So as he's looking around, just wondering what's going to happen, he would have felt the incredible pressure start to build up in his ears. It would have taken his knees would have been crushing his skull, and he would have heard the sound of each of the hatches being pressed into the O-ring as the wind began to pressure him. And then he would heard the sound of the pistons beginning to turn inside of the engine cylinder right next to him. At that point, he would know there's no hope. And slowly, horribly, that wind would get heat up, and Kurt was fulfilled. Midday on June 10th, 1981, an Italian man and 6-year-old son walked to the edge of their property in Piscatella, which is an area in Italy known as the hub of Roman Catholic romance. The father needed to repair a section of their fence, and his son, who he said had the soul of Huckleberry Finn, wanted to tag along. But as soon as the work began, Alfredo just wanted to go playing vineyards, and so he went on. And the father was discovered because the son always played the vineyards and just figured he should be along with the house. When the father finished up the work around 7 p.m. and walked back into his house, he was surprised that Alfredo wasn't there. So he asked his wife, "Have you seen our son?" And she said, "No, he's on find him because dinner's going to be on the table in a minute." And so the father goes back outside, expecting to see Alfredo come running out to his hiding place, but he doesn't. He yells out for his son and doesn't get a response. And so he's walking the property, yelling for Alfredo. He's not finding one. And so after 2 hours of looking, Alfredo calls the police. The police arrive. They spend about 2 hours looking as well. They can't find him.
What? What?
A little after midnight, the fire department, known in Italy as the
Love
fire
you.
brigade, they joined in as well. Shortly thereafter, a fire brigade officer was on the edge of Alfredo's property when he discovered a small hole in the ground. It would turn out Alfredo's neighbor had dug an illegal well, which was a common practice at the time. And generally, if you dug one of these wells and you struck water, you would open the well. But if you dug down and you didn't find water, you just cover it up with a girder and you wouldn't tell anyone. In this case, however, the hole the officer was looking at did not have anything covering it. And so he knelt down and yelled Alfredo's name. He didn't hear anything. Then he yelled ahead and heard Alfredo yell back for his mother. Alfredo must not have seen the opening.
Vic City, what are you doing?
Fell feet first into an 80-meter deep
Building my house.
After Alfredo was found, the fire brigade took over rescue efforts, and so additional fire brigade units were called to help. And as soon as those additional units showed up, the captains of the different units began arguing with each other because it wasn't really clear how they were going to get him out. And unfortunately, the fire brigade immediately made a very bad decision. They decided to lower a plank into the shaft attached by a rope that he could grab onto. But when they lowered
Mining for ancient debris.
the plank, got stuck inside the tunnel.
Instead of exploring the nether like I was doing before. See, I kind of died. Well, the only reason why I died is because for some reason, out of nowhere, my light just stopped working. No, it's not broken or anything.
Like dying out of nowhere.
And so too did the sea. It's like everyone and no one was in charge. The well opened at the horizon in hopes that a very skinny person would be willing to be lowered down to remove the board that was obstructing the tunnel. And since Tolio was a spelunker and was comfortable in confined spaces and was pretty skinny, he volunteered himself to do it. As he was lowered down, he quickly realized the inside of his tunnel was not a straight shot. So because of his whiny nature, he was not able to get down to the wood. And so he signaled to go back up again. And when he reached the surface, he didn't have the wood in hand, but he told the fire brigade that because of the whiny nature, it's unlikely Alfredo fell all the way to the bottom. He's probably stuck somewhere in the middle, which is a good thing. But we have to be really careful as we told him no, but we don't do anything that unintentionally causes him to slip. So the suggestion was to go out and recruit professional spelunkers to be involved in the rescue because they understand how to get someone out of such a tight space so far down to the ground. But the fire brigade disregarded his advice and said, "We don't have enough time." At 6 a.m. the next day, about 12 hours after Alfredo's fallen into the swell, the fire brigade was making another very poor decision. They decided to drill another hole parallel to the one Alfredo was in, and they would drill down past the point they believed Alfredo was, at which point they would turn around and drill laterally and connect to the tunnel Alfredo was in, after Alfredo pulling him across and back up. Tokyo objected. He said the vibrations from this drill are almost certainly going to dislodge the void and cause him to slip farther into the tunnel. The fire brigade did not listen to him. The drilling began about 2 hours later. That afternoon, Alfredo's plight had become major national news, with every single TV station playing a 24-minute live broadcast of the well watching the drilling take place. Even the Italian president made a special trip to the well to see how it was going. But the drilling was very slow, and Alfredo, he had that microphone next to his head, and he was crying half the time, and other times he was pleading with that mouth and saying it's cold, or that he's tired, and the rescuers would say, "We're going to be down there to get you. Don't fall asleep. We're going to get you out of there." Finally, after 36 hours, they had drilled all the way down to their intended spot, drilling across into Alfredo's well. When they finally broke into Alfredo's well, the rescuers rushed in with flashlights and looked up and looked down, and there was no sign of Alfredo. Called it up to the top, and they said he's not here. And then all of a sudden, they heard a faint voice coming from all the way down at the bottom of the well. The vibrations from all of the drilling had indeed caused Alfredo to slip all the way to the very bottom. They estimated he was approximately 30 meters below the smooth parallel tunnel, and at that depth, the temperatures would be freezing. So now Alfredo, on top of everything else, was facing hypothermia. They quickly lowered the microphone down to Alfredo, and they told him, "We're going to get you out of there. We're sorry we dropped you. We're going to get you." And Alfredo's voice came back weak. He was tired. He was sore. He was freezing. He was crying. It was like the situation was just getting so much worse by the second, and rescuers knew they had to get him, and probably in the next couple of hours, well, that was it. And so another skinny man volunteered to go down into the hole, and they lowered him, and he would go all the way to the bottom where Alfredo was. He would call up, but he found him. Alfredo was alive. Alfredo was stuck waist deep in this mud that the guy could not pull him out of. And so every time he'd begin to raise him slightly out of the mud, he'd lose his grip and he'd fall back into the mud, going deeper into the mud each time. And after the seventh time of not being able to do it, Alfredo was getting dangerously close to being neck deep in the mud. And so the guy had to be pulled back out again. As soon as he was pulled back out again, more men volunteered themselves to go in there and try to yank him out, but many of them were not able to even get down to Alfredo. They would get stuck along the way. A couple did get to Alfredo, but they said his condition was worsening. He was weak. He wasn't even assisting, trying to get pulled out. It's clear they were reaching the end. Finally, at 6:36 a.m. on Saturday, so 2.5 days after Alfredo fell in, they could not get him to respond to the two-way microphone. So they sent down a sonar probe, and they could not detect the heartbeat. Doctors declared him dead. The next day, liquid nitrogen was poured into the hole to preserve the body. 31 days later, they were finally able to extract him. After it was all over, the 25 million plus people that watched this take place live on television were crushed with what happened to Alfredo. There was a general sense that lots of people let this poor child down, which led to his death. But the person who was ultimately held accountable for it was the neighbor, who had illegally dug the well. And so the neighbor was charged with manslaughter and was sent to jail. Their sentence is not publicly available. If you hop in a boat just off the coast of Aberdeen, Scotland, and you cruise eastward, after about 7 hours, depending on your speed and the weather, you would come across this massive man-made structure jutting up out of the ocean. It looks like a cross between a construction site and a building sitting on top of 100-foot tall metal stilts. It's called Magellan, and it is an offshore oil rig, and it will remain in place until all the oil has been sucked up in that area. The people who work, often for weeks or months at a time, on rigs like Magellan, are known as drivers. They have one of, if not the most dangerous job in the world. All exterior surfaces on these offshore rigs are always slippery. Water, oil, and so there is a constant risk of falling, sometimes hundreds of feet. If you're up on a higher platform, you can fall to a lower platform, which could be fatal, or you can fall
In Big City, what is today?
ocean 100 plus feet below. If you add into the weather, the risk of
Like the day of the week. It's Friday, right?
It's Friday.
Okay.
is highly combustible, so fires are easy as well. And if that wasn't enough, there's also this phenomenon known as a blowout, where basically the oil well that the drill is actually drilling into will just explode. All rigs are structured to try to save themselves if this occurs, but in reality, if it happens, you are unfortunately near the drill when it happens, you are likely to be killed or maimed. While the downsides of an oil rig are fairly obvious, the upsides are too, namely your pay is fantastic. In 2000, a 41-year-old father named Gordon was a roughneck working on the Magellan. His primary job was to perform maintenance on the drill. These offshore rigs work great most of the time, but they do have a habit of breaking down fairly often. And for a drilling company, anytime they are not sucking out crude oil, they're and so it was just a known thing when you worked on one of these rigs that as soon as there is an issue that causes the drill to stop working, it must be fixed immediately, whether it's day, night, horrible weather, good weather, it didn't matter. It had to be fixed right away. And so on the night of October 9th that year, Gordon had just gotten back to his quarters to end the day when he got a call on his radio that he was actually needed to come back out to fix a problem that had swallowed. Now, Gordon was a seasoned roughneck from custom to these local calls and go out and fix things. And so he wasn't annoyed. He just put his stuff back on, turned the radio on, and headed out the door. When Gordon got to the main deck, which is this wide open metal platform right in the middle of the rig, where the drill actually passes down through it on its way to the ocean, when he got to the main deck, he was met by some of his coworkers who told him where he would need to go. The cable that needed fixing was located right below the main deck. However, it was not accessible from the main deck. Gordon to get to it, he would need to go down to the next lowest platform from the main deck. He would need to hop in an elevator and go down one floor. And from this lower deck, the crew on the main deck would lower down harness attached to a long wire. They would feed it down through this hole in the main deck platform called a mouse hole. It was about 10 inches across. And they would feed it down and he would grab the harness and put it on, and then he would signal up to the main deck crew who could literally see him through this mouse hole. They would turn around. They would signal somebody called the hoist operator. They were located above the main deck, slightly back. They couldn't actually see Gordon, so they're relying on communications with the people on the main deck. And the hoist operator would start their winch, and the winch basically reels in the wire.
Silent.
Gordon. Once the hoist operator was informed, he'd turn on the winch, and then Gordon would be raised up until he could access these cables, and then he'd do his maintenance, and he'd be lowered back down, and that would be it. Now, Gordon and the crew had done maintenance using this winch system many times before, so this was a very routine thing. So Gordon made his way from the main deck down to the slightly lower deck, and he looked up and he watched as the main deck crew members lowered the harness with the wire attached to it into the console. And so Gordon grabbed the harness and put it in his waist and secured it. And after he was sure it was on correctly, he signaled up to the crew on the main deck that he was ready to start. And they in turn turned around. They flagged the hoist operator who started the winch. And so very slowly, Gordon was lifted off the platform he was standing on, and he was brought up after several minutes, all the way up about 10 feet to access these cables. And as soon as he was parallel with them, he waved to the main deck crew, who were not far from him at this point, and he said, "I'm good." And so they turned around to the hoist operator, who stopped the winch. And so Gordon got his tools out and began working on these cables in real time. He's trying to stay in one place because the wind is whipping through and he's kind of dangling and swinging around. And then eventually he finishes the repair, the cables are good, and so he signals the crew on the main deck through the mouse hole that he was good to go. He can lower me back down. And so the main deck crew, they turn, they wave to the hoist operator to go ahead and lower Gordon. And the hoist operator gives a thumbs up and he starts the winch. However, the hoist operator accidentally forgot to switch the direction of the winch. And so when he started it again, instead of the winch pulling the wire out, lowering Gordon, it continued to reel the wire in, pulling Gordon upward. Now, the winch did not move very quickly, and so it wasn't like Gordon is rocketing up towards the mouse hole. However, just he immediately recognized by Gordon and the main crew, so they're frustrated. They're yelling up at the hoist operator saying, "Stop, stop, stop, reverse the winch." They're all waving and flagging this guy down, but the hoist operator, after he had hit start on the winch, it just kind of turned around. This is the thing they've done a million times before. And so he's not looking at the crew on the winch. He has no idea what's going on. And it was so windy and loud that night on board the rig that he couldn't hear their cries. And so the winch just continued to reel in the wire, slowly raising Gordon closer and closer to the mouse hole. Now, Gordon could not get out of his harness unless he was on the platform below. So there was no way to escape the situation he was in. And so Gordon, after a few seconds of this not stopping and continuing upward, he starts screaming. He's not annoyed anymore. He's terrified. And so is the crew on the main deck. They are now frantically screaming at the hoist operator to stop the winch, but nothing's working. And so one of the main deck crew members, sensing that they need to do something different to get this guy's attention, he runs away from where the mouse hole is to his nearby phone. His phone is connected up to the hoist operator station. He picks it up and starts dialing up to the hoist operator station. He's still not paying attention when the phone rings. He grabs the phone, puts it to his ear, and immediately he's hit with screams to stop the winch. The hoist operator, totally confused, whips around and hits stop on the winch. It was too late. Just a few moments earlier, Gordon had finally been pulled all the way up right to the entrance of the underside of this mouse hole. And as he reached this hole, he tried to position himself in a vertical position so that maybe he could slip his upper body into the hole and he could just kind of slide through the hole. He'd still be hurt by it, but he damage. However, because of his harness being on his waist right in front of him, he couldn't get himself into a vertical position. He could only lay back in a horizontal way. And so when he reached the underside of the main deck and was looking right at this mouse hole, he just put his arms and his legs out and tried to push himself back as if he could fight the winch and keep himself from going into the hole. But there was nothing he could do, and so his pelvis first was pulled into the 10-inch hole. And as his body begins to literally break in half, he's screaming out in pain. And then by the time the hoist operator had stopped, Gordon was already ceasing, and only a section of his torso actually made it up to the hole. Gordon's unused holding the being blatantly abandoned safety protocols. So they were fined £50,000 when they paid an undisclosed amount to Gordon's family. In 1974, 18-year-old Debbie Stone landed what she considered to be an amazing summer job. She was hired to work with her specific role was to be a hostess at a brand new attraction called Anaheim. Disney had basically converted an old carousel, which is a ride that spins around in a circle. They had converted it into a rotating stage, and they put up partition walls all along this rotating stage to create 6 distinct stages on this rotating stage. And so on each of these 6 stages were different sets of people playing games who played different songs of America. And so the way this would work
Why are you crying?
is you would walk into this theater,
What's wrong?
like a single theater with one stage right in front of you, but really what you're looking at is one of the 6 stages. And so the audience would sit down, they would see one of the acts, they'd see one performance on one of the stages, and then the stage would rotate. And so the audience would remain in the theater until all 6 stages had rotated in front of them and played their 2 to 3 minute act. Debbie's job at America Sings was at the beginning of these shows where the audience would watch all 6 acts. She would go up before the very first act She'd go on stage and she would greet the audience, and then the show would start. It would take you through all sorts of stages. Audience members alerted the staff that, hey, you should really go check out that screaming we heard, and at that point they went for a look, and they discovered Debbie, and she was very obviously.
Apparently, some kind of alien spaceship is supposed to reach Earth tonight, so get your guns ready. We're about to report with intergalactic invaders. I don't really believe it, but
Everybody, if you haven't heard yet, we announced some really big news recently.
wouldn't believe it either.
No, Silas.
Bedrock presents Strange, Dark, and Mysterious.
anything, you know what? They should invade Russia.
If anything, they should invade Invixity.
What the fuck? No, I don't think they should invade Canada because, if they invade Canada,
No, not
then
Canada, just Invixity. Only Invixity.
just invincible. Then I have to go to war. I have to go on a rescue mission in space to save Invixity, bro.
Wait, I can make new suggestions for the Geneva suggestion.
Geneva said, yes, Geneva suggestion. Good Canadian, good Canadian.
The Geneva suggestions. That's easy. Well,
Commit war crimes. That's why you love being Canadian.
Because he likes to commit crimes?
War crimes. Okay, listen. So do you know what the Canadians did in World War One?
Nope.
Okay, so they threw cans of food at the Germans in World War One. Whenever the Germans asked for more food, the Canadians threw grenades.
we gained their trust, and then we started throwing whatever fucking grenades over and over.
Which is very effective, by the way.
Yeah, it's not illegal anymore, but
It's not legal, but the Geneva Convention is only a suggestion.
yeah. Moments.
So what you're saying, if someone pisses us off on the realm, we can do that on the realm.
Yeah! Plant a grenade!
I don't want. I said nothing. I don't remember.
I was on the phone with my friend who has a bunch of Muslim family, and I was playing Fortnite. We were playing Fortnite. All of a sudden, he yells, "Allah Akbar!" It runs into battle. He dies, but it was funny. I couldn't stop laughing.
Perfect.
I'm a Christian. I am a Christian. It may not seem like it. I try, but I am a Christian. But I just couldn't help but laugh at it.
Fair enough.
I didn't expect it, and he died so fast. It only took like 15 seconds for him to die.
You have a lot to say.
On the evening of January 13th, 2002, knocked at the door of the studio apartment in the city. He had just come back from visiting his grandmother.
I'm almost out of sandwich, and I'm very sad.
Get more sandwich.
Womp womp.
Eventually, you DoorDash me a sandwich.
I'm 4 now. Got mine.
Yeah, my boyfriend already tried asking him for money today.
Of course you would. I mean, you already had. I got to meet Z last night. You both needed.
I didn't say I did.
Can we get sandwiches?
Hey, I didn't ask. No, I didn't ask Invixity for money. I said my boyfriend did.
Oh. Actually, why didn't you get Sid? Well, Sid, speaking of your boyfriend. Okay? Earlier, I'm on. I don't remember if it was yesterday or last night. I'm on the toilet. And I get a notification from Messenger. Your boyfriend sent me a friend request on Facebook last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was just letting you know, but I accepted it. So.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I was on the toilet, taking my nightly thing, and all of a sudden, I just see a notification from Messenger. I'm like, okay, sure.
He was probably wondering what weirdo added me.
Was the George was
Oh, yeah.
as we turned his body around and pressed it back up against the door, himself. He was just so eventually
I'm pretty sure it's your boyfriend. I'm pretty sure it's your boyfriend because he had the same profile picture of I think it's Silas walking through snow with a blue beanie on.
Yeah.
3 days later, Ronald's neighbor heard the crackle of police walkie-talkies out in the hallway. At his door, he saw 2 police officers and the superintendent of the building standing in front.
Oh, reverse challenge.
So this neighbor liked Ronald and knew him to be a nice, quiet guy, and so he couldn't imagine why police would escape.
My phone's about to die.
Actually hadn't seen Ronald.
One phone.
Neighbor watched police officers run.
Just charge your phone. I don't have a charger in the car in Big City. I'm not home yet.
So you just decided not to bring a charger with you?
No, I have a charger. It's just I'm in the car and
Mhm.
there's no place to plug it in.
Mhm.
It's like there was something really heavy blocking the door from moving. Finally, both police officers leaned forward.
Now Capcom, stop censoring their game. Oh.
The neighbor watched.
Oh no.
What?
Why are people? I don't understand why people goon to anime things. It's crazy. My friend sent me the same friend who I was telling you about just a few minutes ago. Sent me something since. Come on, use your first language.
The sound of sirens.
English language, by the way. Yep. I can't hardly speak it because I isolate myself so much. I isolate myself so much. My cognitive functions, wherever the hell it is, I basically stop speaking almost. I'll catch myself not speaking for like days at a time. Yeah, me too.
I usually only talk to my boyfriend. But I live with him, so I kind of can't not talk to him.
Well, what about Silas? Do you talk to Silas? What about Jasper?
Jasper can barely even talk himself, so also Silas can't really talk himself either.
You gotta communicate with them. You gotta communicate their way. Google Gaga, motherfucker.
No, I taught Silas how to point at things and tell me that what he wants. We don't use words.
How to come up to me and flip me off. So I taught my niece how to give her a thumbs up.
Why?
I try to teach nice things because I try to teach my niece nice things, or my sister tries to teach her how to be mean. Yeah, that sounds alright.
I blame him, Big City. Somehow it's all his fault.
Hey, Big City, why the hell would you have my sister teach my niece and nephew bad things? Why? Why? I don't know. You know, just for that, I have to invade Canada now. I have to invade Canada. Have fun with the 15 inches of snow at minimum. That's fair. I'm from the South. I can't do that. I'm from the South. I can't do that. Yeah, like a few days ago, we got just 15 centimeters or 15 inches a few times. I'm talking like a kilometer.
A snow?
I don't know how to do kilometers and centimeters and stuff in Big City. Speak freedom units. Sorry. Oh. Okay. The Lord have mercy. That's a lot of snow. No, cheeseburgers, hamburgers aren't even American. Hamburgers are German, by the way. Close enough. Shut up. Those are two different continents in Big City. Close enough. Shut up. I am retarded. We know this. Yeah, I know. You are too. So I am very retarded. I am very retarded, actually. See, I'm so retarded. My brain change boba equals bugs. I was being retarded.
There he was in the work the next day. Despite being an intensely
Wait, I thought Destiny's boyfriend wasn't gonna be on Minecraft at all today.
I've seen him on.
in 2009, one of Britain's
I thought that's what he said yesterday.
service
He's in here, by the way.
Yeah, but he said he'd be on Discord. He didn't say he'd be on Minecraft. He said he wouldn't be on Minecraft,
That's fair. That
which
means
means he lied.
he must have lied then. My phone's about to die. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Alright. Bye, bitches. Bye, Pixie. Bye, Pixie.
Uh,
Yeah.
so you want to enchant my mace later so I can kill slime?
I think that I don't know. Yeah.
Why are you crying so much? Why are you crying? Yeah.
After knocking on the door and not getting the officer got the key to the apartment from the landlord and went inside. Right after Garrett, there was no sign of him on the first floor. He went upstairs to see if Garrett was up there. He was going for him the whole way as he's going up. He gets to the second floor, there's no Garrett, but there's a closed door. What he finds on the other side of that closed door is the international headlines. When he opened the door, he walked into the bathroom. There was nothing unusual in the bathroom, except in the bathtub there was a big red duffel bag. Inside of that duffel bag was the shattered decomposed body of Garrett. The zipper of the bag was padlocked shut on the outside, and the key to this padlock was underneath Garrett's body inside of the bag. There were no fingerprints on the rim or inside the bathtub. There were also no fingerprints on the bag itself, or on the two zippers, on the padlock, or on the keys. Garrett's iPhone had been found nearby, sitting on the table, and had been factory reset. Later, investigators would determine it had been reset on August 15th, which was the last day Garrett was seen on CCTV footage, and also the day that they believed he died. According to the coroner, Garrett's body had no injuries on it, no sign of a struggle. His toxicology report showed that he had no drugs or alcohol in his system. He found his despite the fact that it was summer, it was the height of the summer in August. But regardless, the excessive heat in his apartment sped up the decomposition process and made it impossible to precisely determine. Despite a lengthy investigation by police, there was never a conclusive determination as to what exactly happened there. Although there are many theories, some say the Russian mafia killed him, focusing on money laundering in Britain that was tied to the Russian mafia. Another theory is MI6 had something to do with Garrett's death, which is why they were not so eager to go looking for him. Investigation. In fact, one former MI6 agent has come out and said that he believes there was a cover-up. He was interviewed by CNN and said that it looked like MI6 had gone into Garrett's apartment ahead of the police and wiped it all down, including fingerprints and fingerprints. The last prominent theory is that Garrett witnessed himself. It was discovered that he made occasional online visits to bondage sites, and at least one time he had to yell out to the landlord to help get him out of his bed because he had tied his wrist to the bed frame and couldn't get himself undone. But when two experts who were part of the investigation attempted to put themselves inside of a similar sized duffel bag and bucket with the padlock on the outside, they couldn't do it despite trying over 400 times. And even if Garrett could have somehow physically got himself inside of this bag and locked it from the outside, how could he have done that without leaving fingerprints all over the bag, all over the lock, the zippers, all over the tub? Because when he was found, he didn't have gloves on. Ultimately, despite the red flags, Garrett's death was determined to be probably an accident. It was closed 3 years after his death. Growing up, Kelly and David always suspected that there was just something about Angela. Years later, she would find out that she was right. In 1970, when she was 5 years old, her parents, Ruth and Warren, separated.
Wait, Vixity, you have a beacon
Warren was heavy and extremely funny. But after they separated,
already put up?
moved into another house.
Vixity.
Pauline
Sorry
visited
about
her
this.
family.
The beacon I have down is just a mouse terraforming.
Are you gonna keep it there?
No, it's just like eventually because I've been building and shit, so it's more than
Oh.
mine. Terraforming.
If you were, I was gonna ask you if I could change the color.
You can change the color. I can just move. I have this beacon, and then I have my beacon I had in my base. So,
What color do you want?
uh,
Green.
sure.
Wasn't that your favorite color?
Yes, well,
All the way to New Brunswick, far east of them. Their mother made them swear they would tell no one during this move. But one day, when she was with best friend Wendy, she let it slip that she was moving. So when Ruth came to pick Pauline up from Wendy's house, the two girls had to sort of musical ties to each other so that Pauline's mother wouldn't suspect them. Once in New Brunswick, the family put down years. Anxious, paranoid house.
Hey.
Fast forward to 1988. 2 hours away from New Brunswick.
Why are you crying? Hey. Hi.
Really intrigued and excited. This was a conversation that was literally decades in the making. So Pauline easily went to the motel, saw her mother waiting inside, walks up to her about to speak. Her mother just looks up at her, her finger over her lips, telling her to be quiet. And she demands an envelope with all her hands. And on the envelope, it just says, "Don't say anything. Put your jewelry inside of this envelope. Drugged. I will explain everything inside. Just please don't." As of now, Pauline is really confused, but she controls the refrigerator up the envelope and gave it back to her mother. The two of them silently went from the hotel to the room where Pauline was. When they went inside, there was a man sitting in the middle of the room that Pauline immediately recognized. It was the reverend of their church who they used to live in. His name was Stan Spears, and Pauline's mother had been his secretary the whole time they were in church. Pauline always knew her mother and Stan were close friends, and in fact had kept in touch after they left Vancouver and moved to Winnipeg and New Brunswick. In fact, Pauline remembers periodically seeing Stan show up in Winnipeg and New Brunswick to visit with Pauline's mother. So it was a surprise, but not a total shock when Pauline's mother confessed to her that in fact she and Stan had fallen in love. In fact, they had a secret relationship from the time they lived in Vancouver. But this revelation was nothing compared to what Pauline heard next. Her mother explained that the reason they had to move so many times during her childhood was because Pauline's father, Warren, was actually a mobster and was a key member of an organized crime syndicate in Vancouver. Right after they separated, Pauline was hit family believed that the husband had told her. Stan also found out that he had a hit on his head. But he decided that the mob wanted to kill him too because they knew about their relationship. So apparently Stan was also about the being of a mobster. Stan even more of a liability. At first, Stan said he didn't believe any of this, but when he found out the man he had been counseling had been assassinated, he knew it was true. They decided not to tell the police and instead go into hiding together because Pauline's mother knew what happened to families that snitched. Mom, examples. And so when Pauline and her family moved to Winnipeg,
Hi.
Stan actually moved there as well. That's why Pauline had seen him
Hi.
visit.
Yeah, you want to come see your brother? Come here. Your brother wants to see you. Yeah, he wants to see you. You gotta walk over here though. I guess your big brother doesn't want to see you, Jasper.
And she discovered that whenever she came home from school, she found her mother Furiously pulling all the food out of the fridge and the pantry, throwing it all away with no explanation. It was actually because they found out the mom had tried to poison them. For these 6 different times Pauline was unenrolled from the school she was at and moved to a different school across town, that was because there was a credible threat the mom had discovered where Pauline was going to school. And so by the end of the weekend, Pauline not only learned about this totally crazy path she had, but she also learned that she was still in danger. And so before Pauline headed back home, she asked her mother to stand what she could do to stay safe. Pauline's mother said, well, that's actually the reason we called you here now. Because after all these years, we were just tired of being in hiding. So we've already spoken to the authorities, and they've moved us into a special witness protection program for when you enter this program, it's referred to as entering the weird world, where basically you're not really safe. You have agents that follow you around that are undercover that track what you're doing and make sure there's no assassination. And before Pauline could even ask, people told her that as a measure of her and Stan entering the weird world, they asked that a couple of agents monitor Pauline and her brother, even though they didn't know they were being monitored. At this point, Stan reached forward with a radio. Here's a radio to the agents pretty much all the time. The only music that can truly end the desperate situation she would assume for help. There are going to be people that are listening in lives. As Pauline is holding this radio, she looks at her mom and says, well, what happened to Dad? And at this point, Pauline's mother says, no, he's not. He's in the weird world too. And she handed Pauline a letter that was from her father addressed to Pauline. Basically spelled out that he had been moved into the weird world. Looking forward to Pauline joining them at some point in the years later. So now Pauline has this radio and this letter. She's looking at her mother and Stan, and she's just totally overwhelmed. And her mother just tells her, go home, think about what you want to do next. If you want to join the witness protection program and join the weird world with us, let me know. And so Pauline, who's in a total state of shock, gives her mom a hug, and she gives Stan a hug and says, okay, bye, I'll be in touch. She leaves
So, do you have any extra signal?
Any extra what?
Glass, like my glass pens.
I mean, I have green glass panes now.
I need clear glass.
I have 4 pieces of regular glass. Yeah, I thought you weren't going to be on today. Uh-huh. No, you're just a liar. You just wanted to lie to all of us.
But after only a couple of days, her paranoia was so high that she dumped her boyfriend on a Twitter job, moved out of her house, in a separate apartment.
Did you get your Wither plushie from Destiny?
Her mother and Stan were delighted at her decision, but they told her it wasn't a simple process getting into the weird world, that a lot of people were involved. Her basically giving up her whole life. And so Pauline's mother told her that she would be in touch with her agent. They would contact Pauline when it's time for her. In that time, Pauline met her boyfriend, Kevin, and in conversation with him, Pauline started to doubt this whole mafia thing was not true. And so she decided in order to find out if this was a real thing, the mafia was actually after them, that Pauline would need to set up the same opportunity. And so Pauline called her mother very convincingly told her, oh my goodness, someone's broke into my apartment. I think it was someone from America. I don't know what happened, but can you tell me what happened? Mother said, no, don't call the police. Whatever you do, don't call the police. I'm going to get in touch with Stan and see if he knows what happened. Just a couple of minutes later, Pauline's mother called back and said, okay, honey, spoke to Stan. He spoke to the undercover agents that sit outside your house and been watching you for all these years. They said that, yes, unfortunately, not one, but 2 men from the mafia broke into your house today. Luckily, they went out and grabbed them. They're in custody. So safe. Pauline said, Mom, I made that up. No one's been in my apartment. I've been here the whole day. I lied to you. No one broke in. It's at this point that Pauline realized her and Stan had been living a lie since she was 5 years old. There was no mafia. Her father was not a mobster in some Vancouver crime syndicate. It was all made up. It would turn out Stan was suffering from something called delusion syndrome, where totally normal people that are totally lucid and have normal lives have one distinct delusion. And sometimes that delusion is not a big deal. Sometimes it is, like they believe the mafia is out. And during his relationship with Pauline's mother, he tried calling his delusion to her through
I was
something
gonna say,
called
I knew you were gonna
which
say
translates
something
to madness for two, which is a shared delusion.
about you.
As someone who's
It's not my fault you lied.
personality has been on his shoulders. After
I was
confronting
fairly
her
sure I was
mother,
gonna
also
get on a
known
day
as
because I
Stan,
was gonna go to the hockey
later they
game,
said
which
it
I
was a
started
lie your
running.
parents taught us because they believed it.
No, you just felt like lying.
Their biggest
You can
concern
ask Jessica.
after
Yeah, you
Pauline
can
was
ask
dead
Jessica.
was
Or
not the
she
millions
asked
of
you.
dollars spent on odds.
No, you just felt like lying.
Was herself. The mafia
Yes.
is not using her chief as
I,
father or her radio or living in a weird home. She's going to get assassinated by the mafia. And so even though Pauline never got involved in
Wait, Invixity, will you build me a house?
the whole situation, and her mother and Stan were raised to believe the mafia was a bad guy.
Invixity?
Pauline ultimately made the peace with the situation by writing a best-selling novel called Run by the Deep. Well, on September 15, 2010, a 55-year-old man named Greg Flanagan checked into the Elegante Hotel in Beaumont, Texas to start his work. As a young man, Greg had worked as the chief engineer on ocean-going vessels, spending months out at sea. But in his middle age, he had reinvented himself as a landman. It was Greg's job to secure leases of mineral rights and land secrets. Greg was slender and fit-looking, despite the fact that he never exercised and smoked constantly.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, Invixity, will you build me a house?
Every Monday morning, Greg would make 2 hours.
I'm not even done finished mine.
I know, but your house looks so good, and I can't build.
The hotel itself was not Greg. He didn't care. He
Yeah,
just needed a bed.
thank you.
Once Greg
And I really don't like following build tutorials either. So, like, if I find a build tutorial, will you build me the house?
Depending on the size,
space was a queen size bed.
because I know there's ones that I would want to build that are like a couple $100,000 bucks.
Okay, well, what about, like, around this size?
This isn't bad. I mean, like, I haven't even like went out and actually grabbed blocks for this. I've been just building, getting what I need here and there. But I do need, whenever Slime gets on, I need him to go make a fucking farm. I have one rocket left.
Oh, um, here, you use them more than me. Where are you? You're over there. Come down here real quick.
And yeah, like, if you want a house built, you can just ask Knight over here because she's a better builder.
Yeah, but he has to do a lot of building for Destiny.
Well, you're better than me. I can't do that. I'll overthink it too much. I do that.
And I don't want my house to look like I live in Italy.
Hey, I can do that style. Really, really that style. Yeah, I would build in a different style. It's just the only like house I can actually kind of build. I've built it from a tutorial so many fucking times.
Greg's not here. He hasn't worked yet. And Susie felt concerned. Something was wrong with the kitchen.
Yeah, what you guys do is I'm gonna build. Like, he'll build a giant cobblestone pyramid.
I could
I
never.
would kill someone. Yeah, one of my cousins does that every single time he builds.
Can you not drool all over me?
No, he wants to share.
Huh?
He wants to share.
And still in his two left fingers was a cigarette that was not found in his hands. It burned him. His limb was exceptionally burned, and skin was grayish. Immediately after treatment, he was discharged. Shortly after
Right
the
here,
alarm
everybody's
went off,
gonna get a
the
friend
fire
and
detective
get rid of
stopped
him.
up and arrived at his cruiser.
Hell yeah.
The short guy, wearing a coat with silver berries,
Yeah, but so I gotta go work Christmas. I'm the only one in my job that has to work Christmas Eve. That shit's kind of bullshit. Like, what the fuck?
Like, I'm literally gonna be the only one from Penske over at the Pepsi shop Wednesday.
Fucking hell.
My manager ain't gonna be there, and the second shift guy ain't gonna be there because he took off. So first shift's the only shift that has to work that day. So the manager doesn't have to come in, and the second shift guy took off instead of coming in that morning to work with us.
Oh, okay.
So I literally am gonna be there by myself till 2 o'clock,
Oh.
and then have to rush home and set up for Christmas Eve.
I'll send you a few different videos and you tell me which one's the easiest for you to do and you're most willing to do.
I can really do any of them. It's just really just how much blocks I'll need. I mean, I got the shulker boxes to do it.
Dr. Brown had read ahead that they believed Greg had died of a heart attack or something like that, and when his body was wheeled in front of him, there was nothing he saw right away that conflicted. The only two marks that the doctor noted on the outside of Greg's body was the small abrasion.
I asked my boyfriend if he added some on Facebook and he's like, yeah, LOL. I don't understand what's funny.
When he looked inside of his
I don't know.
body, it looked like someone had literally just crushed his entire. His torso was
I would so love this house, but I would never ask you to do it because that's like a lot of work.
What? Send me that. Send me it. Just
The way to always do it, just the way kind of guilt trip.
Well, no, because like there's other houses. I'm just gonna send it to him to show him. There's other houses. This is just like a really cool one while I'm looking for a house that I came across.
How long is the video?
It says 20 minutes.
Okay, so I mean, like mine takes 40 minutes. Oh.
But like, look at the video because you have to build a whole entire moon up in the sky. Isn't it cool?
I have to look at. I'm still like trying to follow mine. What's that? Look. I'll tell you what the thing is.
I'm looking at other houses though. Because that one, you'd have to go to like the actual end and get a bunch of blocks and everything to do. So that'd be like a way in the future build.
Okay, I need depth split. Can I take? Hey, can I take deep sleep from you?
Yeah, I have a bunch.
Thank you. I don't need to make a stone cut. And then I need andesite, texturing. Damn. Emerald slapped me with his axe. What the fuck?
That's when you slap Emerald with your axe.
I mean, mine's fully maxed
Wait,
out.
Emerald, are you going to build over here eventually too?
Pardon?
I was talking to Emerald. I don't know why you said pardon.
You can never do anything right.
Instead, when he spoke to them, they were very forthcoming. They seemed very honest. They were completely curious. all they said was, look, that no interaction with him. You did hear him coughing because honestly, that's the extent of
I mean, Emerald's been watching this entire time build my house. So
at this point, Detective Apple is back to square one. No one knows what happened to this guy. The one big lead he had, Nate, proved to be a total dead end. And so, unfortunately, this case was 7 months after Ball's absolutely no traction, figuring out what happened. Susie, Greg's wife, decided she would investigate. And her friend suggested she call Ken Brennan, who was a famous private detective who was well known for being able to solve really complex cases. And so, on a whim, Susie calls Ken Brennan, not expecting to get through to him, thinking he's probably super busy, has other cases that he's on TV, and he's a really famous guy. But he picked up the phone. He was like, hey, how can I help you? Susie couldn't believe it. She had a chance to tell him about what happened to her husband and said he was really interested in taking the case. Ken was a former Long Island cop and he was a DA special agent. He spoke with a really thick New York City accent and he wore t-shirts that were a little bit too small to show off his muscles and he usually had a big, gaudy gold chain. Once Ken agreed to take on this case, he flew right to Lafayette, Louisiana, where Susie lived. He sat down and he asked her why he was information that was covered, which brought tears of her about the secret. I don't feel satisfied that all those avenues have been explored. He said, okay, tell me anything about it. Anything about it that's he said, yeah, Greg always kept really and never slept with room. It wasn't freezing. So I thought it was odd for number that the air conditioner was off. So it's hot outside. That's incredibly unlike Greg. Ken made a note of this. He went to Beaumont, Texas, to get Apple. And Detective Apple and he actually got along really well. We because Detective Apple brought Ken to the crime scene hotel room, and afterwards, autopsy report, photographs, anything Ken diligently looks through photos. The next day, he was in the office. He said, it's like, oh, really? You figured it out one day after you got here? Ken's like, no, seriously, I think I figured it out. I have to confirm something with his wife, but I think I have a theory. And so Ken calls Susie right in front of Apple, and Susie picks up. Ken's like, hey, did your husband ever smoke with his left hand, or did he smoke with his right hand? And Susie said, oh, no, he only smoked with his right hand. And Ken goes, thank you very much. Susie hangs up and goes, Apple, got it. And so Apple's like, okay, what's your theory?
Also, has anyone looked at Spawn
So I spoke to
recently?
Susie.
Nope. Too
no,
scared to.
what's going on?
Just acid cherry blossoms.
Oh, that's supposed to be a park.
I couldn't even call that part.
Yeah. Well, it's all Pocahontas doing it, and it really doesn't look good. And I wish you'd just focus on her house and her area, like everyone else is right now. And then, like, one of us go over there and do
Her
it.
house, it's right behind Destiny. There's
Oh, no, I'll see.
I haven't seen it. I don't want to. I'm scared.
oh fuck.
Now this is Beaumont in the summer, so it's going to get really hot really quickly. As soon as it starts to warm up again, he's going to realize, oh, I didn't turn the AC on.
It's just not up to standards, let's say.
So because the air conditioning,
Well, like we're doing around here.
the power was restored at 8:30, and he must have died.
Could you agree, Knight?
I'm way too scared to see it.
Good.
You should see it.
I don't want to. I think I'd rather, like, claw my eyes out.
Ken puts his hand up and he says,
I would say more than that.
okay, so we have him dying between 8:30 and 9. And I don't think he would be for that.
And like that person's 30, like what the fuck? Like in their 30s, like
But I say it definitely doesn't make sense because of the cigarette. Now we found
yeah.
out cigarette.
What the fuck?
I talked to his wife, and she said this was right. And so what I think happened was the power came back on at about 8:30. TV turns back on, doesn't turn the air conditioner. He sits in his bed, he's watching TV, he's like cigarette, smoking, and then something happens. get in like it is on him. And he jumps off the bed and starts making his way to the door. Cigarette.
Your brother's asleep.
Does the pancake falls to his knees, falls to the ground, cigarette slams fingers, and he dies. And Apple's like, you know what, that's pretty good. It makes a lot of sense, but a crucial missing piece here. What was the trauma that caused him to jump from his bed? Ken's like, I got a theory on that too, but I got to be in the hotel room to see this. So Apple and Ken go back to the hotel room. They get there. Ken goes inside. He starts walking around, looking at the ceiling, the wall, the ground. And finally he stops and he's looking back towards the front door of the wall. And he points at the wall. Says,
I don't know.
What is my Spotify? Oh no.
In the same spot where
I don't know. What you getting on your Spotify?
Disposable unit Warhammer 40k March.
Oh. So that's just lovely.
It's no worse than earlier today while I was at work on my Bluetooth speaker. It played
Goes outside and goes next door to a 349 with Bowen sound. Apple walks in the room and he's watching Ken do his work. And Ken's rubbing his hands all over the wall. And eventually he stops. He looks up at Apple and he takes his finger and he pushes on one spot in the wall.
March, the robots do from Space from Helldivers.
Oh, okay.
They're March strong. Carefully excavated both sides of this wall. It was an amazing version. I'm like, oh god.
Oh no.
Okay, I'll send you the videos of the kind of stuff I'm looking at right now so far, so you can see like a kind of like an idea.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Greg's body had already cremated, but they did have a picture to look at on top of the. Sure enough, they find that through the laceration in his crotch was actually an entrance wound. Then Dr. Brown pointed out there was a hole in the heart, kind of lined up with the trajectory of bullet holes that traveled through his body. Dr. Brown realized he had made a mistake. He changed the autopsy report to reflect the gunshot. Ken and Detective Apple re-interviewed one of the electricians that had been in the room with the gunshot that originated from his
I originally didn't have the space in here, so I don't like. I didn't fizzle out so much just to make everything fit.
Huh?
For like the exterior, like how like the surrounding area is all different now. There's so much I had to remove. Yeah, and then just making it like look at least a little better than what it did before.
Y'all have seen where we have my just last question why I would decide not to.
Actually, I didn't really see much of it. I mainly seen the outlines and like the beginning.
Yeah. I was just like, oh yeah, I've already filled all these giant holes and covered all this water.
Wood. Leaves. Why you have leaves, I will never understand.
What, me?
Yes.
Like, I like the idea for a decorative standpoint, but decorative point, why?
Oh, don't worry. This entire area was like trees.
It's not us. So they actually believe it's just a coincidence that on the same day they're firing a bullet right to that Greg had it.
Why I can't like
But Lance would say that somewhere in the back of the
Oh, don't worry. Like The only reason why that stone is just stone right now is because I don't have like any andesite or anything.
Yeah. And you'll look into like lower part of your mine.
Hey, if you want to, hey, are you good at that kind of stuff, like texturing and shit?
I've gotten better at it. I'm not great.
Do you think you could do my like bottom walls? Cause I just can't.
Depends like what way you want to do it. You want to do it like gradient or just gray style.
Just like lighter gray, so like for stone and site, a little bit of cobblestone, and that's like really maybe concrete powder. But I think that
Concrete powder looks really good.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just it's like cobblestone.
Yeah, it's like also if you want to do a dark gray, you put top and the bottom use cobblestone.
Yeah. Of course, this beacon's not staying here. It's just where
No, but buzz.
because I just have it on haste right now when I was terraforming. Because thank God for having a beacon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the only beacon I have, but
You'll have
oh, I have been having a 6 double beacon around here. So I have every single effect.
in this cave. Amazing.
Oh, like the big ass one over there?
Yeah, like a little one in the mountain.
Yep.
It's like perfectly like poured out where you can use like build like a hanging base on there.
That like, I mean, like, we all just basically share the area,
Silence.
so I mean, we can just build really wherever the fuck we want.
Yeah, I've already got my village like almost started.
Yeah, I can see that you guys are taking out more of that entire area. Village, I'm guessing?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of doing like a mini Italy because I used to do always medieval style stuff. And I was trying when I joined the realm the first. I'm like, I'm gonna get out of my comfort zone.
Hey,
I've just like lived in it before.
I'm gonna have Vixity beat you. I'm gonna have Vixity beat you up. Don't smack me. I'm gonna have Vixity beat you up.
No.
He gonna come. He gonna beat you up. He's gonna beat you up.
I can see that you're a little more sexual with last one.
Think so.
Just a little bit.
Just
And I'm guessing you
because
saw it.
I decided to make it a little fancier with the amethyst trim.
Yeah, and then did you see all the anvils I gave you?
Oh,
Yeah.
you already gave it to him?
Because you were saying something about you use anvils for streetlamps and shit, so I was like, oh.
Yeah, for the streetlights, like how I do them, it is normally a block of some type of wood or a
No,
tungsten
sense.
post. Yeah, two trap doors